that? You have to be Catholic. Okay. They accept it and the king put them here. So 300,000 years ago. Now everybody.
Okay, hi. So we made it to Portugal. Came down here for a vacation, just a quick getaway, and we're in our hotel now. It took us all day to get here. I'll give you a quick room tour. So the way this is set up, it's actually 2 rooms joined. Let me flip the camera around here so you can see. 2 rooms joined. Got a couple extra beds thrown in here. I don't think we'll need all of these. Nice little desk here. Swinging around to the bed. Television. So it's a nice setup here. It's really glass kind of around there. Bit of storage. You can see the little people there. It's a nice nicer restroom here. I like this setup with it. I think this is nice. Of course, this is got the bidet here. But it's set up as 2 rooms, so this other room is exactly like the first room, but this is where the kids are going to be staying, so they have the exact same thing here. They're going to be staying here, and this is the setup. Let's go. Lisbon is the capital of Portugal, a hilly coastal city with a population of 500,000 and a metropolitan population of right at 3 million. Lisbon is a beautiful, bustling city filled with a lot of culture, a lot of history, and really wonderful and friendly people. The first thing I noticed about visiting Lisbon is how much it reminds me of San Francisco, with the hills, the trolley cars, the cobblestones, and even a bridge that is reminiscent of the Golden Gate Bridge. Lisbon is the spiritual sister to San Francisco. We decided that the best way to see the city was by tour. We decided to take a tuk-tuk tour. We had a wonderful guide, and our tour covered the Old Town Lisbon district. Our tour started at the Lisbon Cathedral. Built in 1147, it is the oldest church in Lisbon and is also classified as a national monument. From there, we moved on to the remains of a Roman amphitheater. This is buried under generations and generations of dwellings. It has been partly excavated, but you can't dig it all out because there are buildings and structures on top of what remains of it. The amphitheater seated about 5,000 people when it was first constructed in about 10 BC. You can see the ocean there. All right, let's go to the other side, y'all.
San Vicente is the patron of the city.
From the amphitheater, we moved on to a couple of popular lookout spots where you can overlook the city. If you've seen pictures from Lisbon, typically, more than likely, they were taken in one of these locations. We moved on to the normal tourist traps to see the best of what we could see of the city.
Yeah, I would like to ask you, please, go exactly here. Because here sometimes the tram comes and it's very narrow, yeah?
Walking in the Old Town district can be dangerous. The sidewalks are very narrow. The streets are cobblestone, the sidewalks are cobblestone. Ladies, please, anyone, don't wear your heels.
Although Lisbon is very safe, but we have some problems. Some pickpockets. All this is the first neighborhood, yeah, where Lisbon started. This little house is protected by law, cannot be destroyed. It's a national heritage. And we have here the port. When the cruisers come, they attach here.
Okay.
Normally, we have sometimes 6 ships a day, but because of the COVID, we don't have a lot. So that's some.
All the way to the van to get this fit, but now we can get on with the show.
It is called São Vicente outside, in Portuguese, São Vicente de Fora, because it was outside of the big wall. And the king built that church to say the poor people live outside of the wall, also they need a church to have communion, to find God, you know. So it's one of the biggest churches in Lisbon. Come here to see the sun setting, like 6:30. Come here, it's full of people to see the sun going down. But today, no sun is coming.
Okay, so we've been out all day, just out and about in Lisbon, beautiful city. We just did a tuk-tuk tour of the Old Town District, so that's been really good. Now, we're about to go and find something to eat. As soon as we can find something to eat. Actually, Blair wants to buy some. There are these beautiful tiles. You've seen them on the buildings. If you looked at the video here, there's tiles all over the buildings, and they're really colorful. Blair want to pick up some of those. We're gonna go look for some of those tiles. We decided to finish our tuk-tuk tour with a walk through the market. So we're gonna just kind of take a look and see what some of the things here are new, some are old, some are used. But we're specifically looking for some of those tiles that's on all the building. But yeah, so far the day's still going good. Just now about 1 p.m., being out all morning. Yeah, some of these tiles like these.
Goodbye.
So we just bought some tiles, some of the ceramics. You saw those. We want to continue to look through the market, but the kids are starting to break down. They're starting to get tired. We've been going all morning. So I think it's time for a food break. We're gonna look for some food, probably give them a chance to rest, and then we'll start back up again in the evening. So far, it's going great. Okay, so if you're driving in this area, it's very narrow. We took a tuk-tuk tour. I would advise taking some type of tuk-tuk tour or something along that line. I would not advise you park. Drive. We managed to find parking, and once we found parking, we got the tour. We should have left the hotel and took like a taxi down here, and then once we got that, got our hooked up and got a tour already established beforehand, because these roads are very tight, very narrow. I mean, I'm driving them, but unless you're skilled and experienced, and it's a manual, so if you're not skilled and experienced driving manuals, which almost most of the rental cars here are, I would be cautious with driving in this area.
Today we got a ride on a tuk-tuk, and we went to a theater and a market. And right now we are going to get lunch.
We already did try it.
Really good olives, but they have pits in them. Never eaten an olive with a pit, actually. So, there's that.
Yummy. What's that smell?
The food, boy.
Yeah, and it smells delicious. You can't eat it yet, though.
So I ordered the rockfish, sea bass. And the dish that Blair and the kids got was actually recommended by our Tuk-tuk driver. He said it's his daughter's favorite dish. It was basically a beef steak with an egg on top, with fries. That was his recommendation.
Lovely beef with eggs on top. Surprised when she comes back.
No.
No.
Man, Matthew got the same color.
Yeah.
So today we ate at a traditional Portuguese restaurant. This is our second Portuguese restaurant experience, so we were a little bit better prepared. We knew to ask for bread and butter. The kids were hungry. The food was good. We tried a traditional Portuguese dish with steak and fried egg. It was good. My daughter really liked it.
It's very yummy.
Because this was a short trip, we only had about 24 hours in Lisbon before we had to move on to our next destination. But we are looking forward to going back to the city. It's a beautiful city, beautiful people, and we recognize we only scratched the surface of everything that Lisbon, Portugal has to offer. Hey, if you like this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe and follow along with us on our journeys.